Y'all didn't see that. Trust. I need to adjust something. I need to close Jira's stream. Give me one moment. So let's go ahead and pause Jira. Sorry, Jira. I need to stream right now. Let us go here. Live now. We yapping on YouTube. Yippee. Short stream. Stream. Here's the link. Do 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 do. Man, oh nope 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 nope. I have had this one Weezer song like stuck in my head this whole time. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, you know that one Weezer song that's like hip hip da na 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 da da do 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 do. That is the song that's stuck in my head. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Alright, we'll start the stream in like 2 minutes. Be right back. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let us go to. You know what? Let me post the stream link in my Discord first. Where are we? Let's go over to Magnolia Stream Ping. We post our YouTube link up here, and we'll add Twitch notification. We live on YouTube. Yippee! Enter. Okay. Now, we could pop this open. Right. We could go to Cafe Chat. Is this the screen I wanted to go to? Yes, it is the thing. All right, so I don't know how this chat thing works. Let me see. Does it work if I type in test? Oh wait, no, it already worked. Perfect. Doku's there. I didn't even need to test it. It might be delayed, but what is up, Doku? So, we're just gonna do a little bit of yapping today. Probably just gonna be like an hour stream, possibly an hour and a half. I don't know. Kind of want to play Apex, but we're not gonna game on stream today. Just yapping, just talking. And today's topic is VTubers, specifically Hololive. Guys. I am so sad. That Aqua's graduating, dude. I still can't comprehend it. Like, I get it, but like, I'm so sad. Like, I'm still so depressed. Like, I was definitely super sad yesterday. Like, Aqua leaving us is so sad. Like, she accomplished a lot though. So like, yeah, she chose to. It doesn't matter if they choose to, okay? Like, it doesn't change the fact that Aqua will no longer be Aqua. Even if she becomes, an indie and does things that she wants to do. Like, this is my thing when it comes to corporate VTubers. Like, if they're in a bad corporate, right? Or if their values are no longer aligned with their company that they choose for, like, feel free to leave. Go and pursue whatever. I hope you're successful with your indie life or whatever. But it is very rare that I will continue to watch you in your new life afterwards when you go from corporate to indie. For me personally, my attachment is not necessarily 100% the person behind the avatar. That, like, I do appreciate the person behind the avatar, but it's more like I appreciate the role that they are playing, the character, who they are. Yes, we are yapping today, Aira. So for me, when it comes to watching corporate VTubers, I appreciate the role more than I appreciate the character, sort of thing. So like, yeah, Doki is a good example, right? Doki I will watch only because I like her content a lot. So like, when it comes to Apex VTubers, right? I was a big fan of Salin, and I'll still be a fan of Doki, but I won't go out of my way to watch Salin nor Doki. It's just because they happen to be a good streamer for the game I like, sort of thing. But they weren't like an Oshi or anything. I just really appreciated them. Like, I have a couple Salin like acrylics and stuff. Yes, Sencho's a good one. Like, if I really care about them enough, I might continue to watch their indie version if they, reincarnate or whatever. But like, chances are, I won't go out of my way for them. It would have to be, if it's like it's kind of different if it's the other way around. So like, if it's, let's say it's a indie friend and I watched them a lot, or I was good friends with the indie, and then they go corporate, now there's more of a chance that I'm going to watch them even more, mainly because I'm a big fan of watching corporate VTubers. It's why I became a VTuber to begin with. It's because I like watching that type of content creator. I don't really care too much about the indie space that much. I really like the corporate space and the way, like, the restrictions on what they can do and can't do and stuff like that. Like, I like that. It's kind of weird, but I do like the restrictions on corporate VTubing. And, like, the quality is good. The control is good. There's, like, guidelines on what I can expect and not expect, you know. And yeah, Hololive is mostly what exactly. Like, I watch a lot of Hololive. I watch their streams. I watch their content. Like, when they release covers and things like that, like, I enjoy that. There are indies who do things that are similar, but it's a different feel. That is definitely a unique take. Yes, it is a very unique take. Because I'm here for the show, I guess. Not necessarily the freedoms or the individualness, I guess. I like when they play the role of the character they're given. Their job, right? Like, it's quite literally their job. And I think that's what I like about it. It's like they have to do things a certain way because they're corporate. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, a lot of people always shit talk corporate, but like, I'm just trying to be real. I like corporate because I know what to expect from corporate, and I know, you know, things. I don't know. I prefer watching that. And like Doku just said, it's also less drama. And when there is drama, it's unfortunate, but like, they get let go from the company, right? Like, they get graduated, or like things happen and it sucks. It really sucks. But like, it's their job as well, sort of thing. Also, hi Vespi. I like watching people play their characters. Exactly, Verda. Like, and I'm not necessarily saying like they need to play like a specific character, right? Like, they could still be them. It's just, at the end of the day, you know, let's say Aqua, right? Aqua is still Aqua Minato of Hololive. Like, that is a character she is, that's the role she is. Whether she's giving 100% like her real personality, or like certain things she does because it's like corporate or whatever, like, either way, that's the person, like, what we see on the screen. It's not necessarily about what's behind the curtain, I guess, sort of thing. Is this FF7 music? This is a free BGM that Akai Hato used to use a lot when she used to stream Minecraft way back in the day. I forgot what it's called, but if you look it up, you can probably find it. I felt a chocobo. Chocobos. There's no chocobos in here, I'm sorry. It makes stronger, exactly. That's the other thing too. Like, Hololive, I'm not exactly sure if they're going, like, what their direction, I guess, they're going in currently, I suppose. But like, I'm still really sad we're losing Aqua. I really liked Aqua, especially if you're an Apex player. Like, she was cracked, and it was really fun to watch her. But I also like how much of like a loser she is, especially when it comes to like Sword Art, to the point where she's even in one of the Sword Art games as like a cameo character, and I think that's awesome. But like, if her views on where the company's going or what they're doing don't align anymore, you know, I think she had a successful career, because that's what Hololive is, right? Like, it's a job, it's a career, and I think she accomplished a lot. Like, she had her solo lives, she was in like the really big lives, she had so many like sponsors, and then a lot of, you know, music and a whole bunch of just things in general. I think her run was very successful. And it's not like she's getting terminated. Like, she is leaving on her own, like, half. 6 years is a long time. Exactly. So, like, whatever she chooses to do, now she'll have more freedoms to do whatever. And I think she played her role and did her job extremely well. And it's just, like, it sucks because we're getting to that point where I feel within the next year or so, we're definitely going to get a lot more graduations, I think. Because, you know, not everyone, especially maybe some of the more successful ones too, or the ones who are similarly successful to Aqua, or maybe some who aren't as successful. But I'm not really sure, because like if you look at some of the lower viewer like ones, right, they might want to stay in Hololive longer because it's at least like a steady whatever. But like Aqua is already so successful that she could afford to kind of leave, sort of thing. End of an era, exactly. Hashtag end of an era. And yeah, Fuwamoco is actually a really strong case of how strong branding is. And it's honestly, they hit a gold mine again. Hololive is so good at hitting gold mines. So with Fuwamoco, they know Japanese, right? And they know English. And, you know, they follow the trope, cute girls doing cute things. And they're like a bundled package, right? They're twins. Twins is already unique enough. And they're in sync a lot. They play the really like cute role, which cute is like worldwide, right? Cute just translates, doesn't matter what language you are, cute is cute, right? They bow bow, we bow bow. Like that's just how it is. And because like that's just so powerful, JP loves them, Ian loves them, people who just like generic cute girls will love them. Good stuff, quality stuff. And like they take their role and their job very seriously, and their branding very seriously, which I think is also why, for me personally, they would be my Kamiyoshi, because, you know, they're playing their role, they're doing their job, and this is what they signed up for. I think a big problem with like, I don't know, I guess like a lot of indies who try to get into corporate, who don't like restrictions and stuff, I think that's like one of the big problems is like, you have to realize you're kind of applying for a job, and in that job, there's like do's and don'ts and things you can and cannot do. And you should really only apply to these corporates if there's a goal you have in mind that you can't achieve without, you know, that corporate help, or that branding would help you achieve that goal. And if you have something like that, right, like, I don't know, releasing like an EP or something like that, or like trying to get like a 3D concert and like certain things that you think the corporate would benefit you, that's fine. But if you're a very like individualistic person, like someone who wants to do things their way, you have to realize like you are applying to a job with set rules that you have to go in a certain direction. At least when it comes to Niji Sanji and like Hololive, right? Like a really JP corporate like styling. And let's see, how do I feel about V Shoujo as a corporate agency? I feel like that's a kind of hard one to answer in a sense, for a couple of reasons. I like some of the talents in V Shoujo. And I think they definitely have a completely different take compared to JP corporates, right? Even like the founding of V Shoujo was just like, you know, a bunch of big indie names together as a group and become a corporate, and like, you know, they still did like certain corpo things, but it definitely is not like my cup of tea in terms of what I'm looking for when it comes to watching VTubing. I kind of like the formula JP corporates have. And like, yeah, I prefer watching those type of guidelines versus, I guess, V Shoujo to me feels more like they are a corporate, but it's more like, that's just kind of like a label. And at the end of the day, they're all like indies still. And like, I'm not really sure what their like JP branch guidelines or like JP stuff is as well. I feel like they kind of had an opportunity to get some like quality names, and I don't know, I think personally I feel like the VTubers for V Shoujo do more for the company's name than the company's name does for the VTuber, if that makes sense. I also kind of prefer Henya when she was not Henya, but that's okay. Nazuma as well is a very unfortunate outcome, I suppose. And Kason, I feel, is not really a VTuber much. She's like part-time VTuber and like full-time streamer sort of thing. Yeah, I think that's like Kayson's not as VTuber-ish in my opinion. But like there's other, yeah, Kayson is Kayson. We love Kayson for Kayson, not necessarily for being a VTuber. And that's fine. Like, I watch streamers too, like, you know, Northern Lion or whatever, right? Germa, like, content creators, right? But I'm not necessarily trying to watch content creators. Like, I want to, you know, put on a stream, watch a game I enjoy, or like a just chatting stream or whatever, right? Or maybe not even a game I fully enjoy, but like a VTuber who I like. And the other thing with me personally is like, for the VTubers, I like, you know, the design. I think that's the fun part about VTubing. I think like it doesn't have to be like quality art either. I think if I like the design and then I watch a stream and I enjoyed, you know, the person streaming, like if they're having fun doing whatever, right? They don't need to be a big streamer. They could be like a smaller streamer, you know. If they enjoy what they're streaming, and then on top of that, I think the design is either cool or cute or whatever, like I'm gonna, you know, sit in that stream for a while. I'm gonna watch it. Like right before I went live, you know, I was watching Jira Jisaki for Vispo En, right? She likes Overwatch. She likes Overwatch as well. And like I enjoy that. I can relate to her comments on Overwatch because I also play Overwatch. You know, not actively, but like I have a lot of hours on it. And, you know, I could tell she's enjoying herself. Plus, not only is it just watching, you know, a cute streamer playing a game, it's also like a cute character as well. So for me, it's like I watch anime. I want to watch the cute anime girl on the screen play a video game that I play. I think I like YouTube corpos because I'm over. Yes, that's the other thing too. Like, I feel indie VTubing is a little too erotic for me. And like, it's kind of weird to say it like that because Hololive is also pretty lewd, right? But I think the difference is it's sometimes a little more tasteful, I guess you could say, versus just like out there, sort of, you know? There's different levels of it. And like, you know, you could call me biased, that's okay, because I am. I will admittedly say, like, I am biased. I do like my Hololive. I do, you know, at least I used to also really like Niji JP. I used to watch a lot of Niji JP. Unfortunately, a lot of the JP that I used to watch are no longer with us, like they've graduated and stuff. Like Chi-chan, rest in peace. And yeah, exactly. The loot is different. And then when it comes to YouTube streamers as well, there are certain guidelines. Again, it's the guidelines that they have to follow so they don't get demonetized and or banned. Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like, I agree with that, Vespia, as well. It's a shame that it seems like, you know, the lewdness is very predominant in the scene, and it feels like, oh yeah, you know, you have to be lewd to make it, or like you have to do lewd ASMR, when there's plenty of wholesome like indie VTubers who don't do any of that, or like want to do like wholesome ASMR because they like ASMR. And like, it's a shame that, you know, I think it's the fan base as well on Twitch I am not like the biggest fan of, because they expect these type of things from their indie VTubers, and it's just kind of out of place on certain people's streams, you know. And also, like, I think the way streaming is on YouTube versus Twitch is also just completely different. Like with Twitch, you want to be live for as long as possible, right? You want to be live 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours plus. Like ideally, if you are a bigger streamer, and then once you do make it, you're kind of held at gunpoint to have those really long streams as well. Because if you don't stay live long, you're not going to keep the retention, and you're not going to make the ad money, and you're not going to whatever, right? Whereas corporate YouTubing or whatever, right? You have like your 1 hour, 2 hour stream of whatever game you set up, or your Zatsudan or whatever, or maybe even multiple streams a day, right? Like you might have your, good morning stream for like 30 minutes to an hour. You wake up, you say good morning to your community, you talk about your day, you whatever, right? Or like with Fuwamoka, they have a whole morning show. Koyori also has her show as well, right? Where they do their good morning show or whatever. Then, they have their, tonight we're going to also do a gaming stream of whatever. And then they could do like part 1, part 2, part 3. And it's separate, like easily digestible streams that they're also set up in advance. Sorry, I don't do that yet. I want to at some point. But they have a waiting room set up. So like, you don't have to do the conversion of when they're going to be live during your time. You just click on the waiting room and see, it's going to be live in 10 hours, 13 hours, whatever hours. And it helps then just like your weekly schedule, because you could actually open up the waiting room and you know when you're going live. And I really like that about YouTube as well. And like the nature and like community of doing things that way. And it just kind of sucks that if you're indie, it's kind of really hard to start on YouTube, Yeah, the community features, I love the community tab as well. Like I would really love to get membership on YouTube just to have my community tab and like community posts and like member only streams and stuff like that. Like I really like that culture. Though the one thing Twitch does have that's a lot better than YouTube is this chat function. First of all, I'm pretty sure y'all's comments are like 5 minutes delayed or something like that. It's like it's kind of pretty delayed, and like that's okay. Like that's fine. Especially when it comes to like more sped up whatever, like faster chats and things. But like that's one of the big one of the big problems, I guess, is like YouTube chat is definitely behind when it comes to Twitch. But like I kind of like the super chat system more. I don't know why, but it feels nicer than like gift subs or bits, I guess. And like, I guess the other thing is like, cause Twitch takes like half of like the gift sub, right? I don't really remember or know YouTube's cut for memberships, but like YouTube does get some cut, and then YouTube also takes a cut from the super chats, but like it's not as bad. And like, it's kind of cool seeing like, oh my God, there's a red super chat. That means someone, dropped like $100 and like, Yeah, also super chats can't review off via PayPal. That is true. That is also very true. I don't know. I think like, especially since I've been VTubing for like 4 years now, right? Like October will be my 4th year. I kind of like, I did what I wanted to do on Twitch, and now I really kind of want to do what I, actually like, which is YouTube, right? I watch YouTube, like VTubers all the time. And like, I don't watch Twitch ones as much. Like if it's my friends, I'll watch them. And then there's like a few that sometimes I'll sit in their stream. But even then, it's not a lot. It's not as many. But like YouTube, I'm constantly watching clips. I'm constantly checking who's live. I have my tabs open of like streams that I want to check out, especially like if I'm interested in it. I'll have the waiting room open. Yeah, YouTube Premium as well is really nice with no ads. Like, yes, I have Twitch Turbo, right? Which they raised the price for, by the way, which sucks. But like with Twitch Turbo, like what do I get out of that? I get more VOD space, which I get with Prime anyway. And then no one even watches VODs on Twitch anyway. And then like the only plus is the no ads, right? But whereas like YouTube Premium, I use all of the YouTube, like I use YouTube Music when I'm driving. I use like no ads on YouTube, whatever. Like I use all the YouTube features. It's really nice when I'm watching a YouTube video on my phone and I get home and then I open up my PC and then it's like, oh, do you want to continue that video you were watching on your phone, but right here on your PC? And I'm like, yes, I do. It's good. Lives end up in short feeds too. Yeah, and look at that. Like YouTube has a way to really push, like if you get caught into YouTube's algorithm, it's kind of nice in my opinion, because then it pushes you into that like whatever. And like I know it's a lot harder to succeed on YouTube, but if the algorithm works in your favor, I think it's pretty nice. And like the YouTube communities are pretty nice, in my opinion. And I feel like the bots haven't been as bad as they used to be. They're still around, but they're not as bad as they used to be. And I also, I'm just a really big fan of thumbnails. Not that my thumbnails are any good right now. I just been doing random MS Paint thumbnails. But like, I like going through a YouTube channel and then seeing a bunch of thumbnails and I'm looking at their playlist of like, oh, here's all the VODs for Apex. Here's all the VODs for this one game that I played. Here's all the just chatting VODs. Here's a list of like YouTube videos, right? That like they created, like their covers or something. Or like, here's a clip that they posted. I really like how organized YouTube is and how everything's like, here's my channel. Like you're developing a channel. Whereas Twitch, it's not like you're really developing a channel. It's kind of more like, here's my Twitch link. And if you look down below, here's all the ads for all the sponsors that I'm doing. And you can also see my PC specs or something. And I'm like, here's some panels that I paid $50 for, right? And like, that's kind of it. There used to be a way to send out like emails to your subscribers, but I think they got rid of that feature, I'm pretty sure. Because I do remember that being a thing. And I did like that, but like, I'm pretty sure they got rid of that feature. Again, getting rid of like the community part. So like, what am I supposed to do on Twitch? Like, I don't really do anything on Twitch besides go live for a couple hours. But like on YouTube, if I eventually, you know, hopefully, you know, I pick up YouTube, take it a little more seriously, start like setting up stuff properly. If I could get like membership, I could start doing membership only like watch alongs, like community posts, things like that. And it would be more fun. I don't know. I think it's fun. I like the concept of that. I want to start doing some YouTube shorts as well. I would also like to be able to stream from my phone at some point, which is also why I'm kind of looking into like AnyLive or whatever. I know it's a whole different platform, but that's another concept I really would like to do, stream from my phone, like just chatting in bed or some shit like that. Like that's kind of nice. But I like that I can just make non-stream video content. Yeah, the non-stream content. Like I could upload random shorts. I could upload a silly little montage that I did. By the way, I did post a montage, an Ash montage or something like that on my YouTube channel. I have some random shorts too. Click on that stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. Apparently if you say that, the like button will shine, or the subscribe button will shine or something like that. So YouTube has that feature too. Pretty cool. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button, get notified for when I'm live. And I get to say that cheesy line too. Isn't that great? And then like, I want to make actual YouTube videos at some point as well. And like, it's nice that it's all on one channel. But yeah, going back to like indie corporates though, right? I kind of also want to talk about like Phase Connect and like Idol and like those type of corporates as well. I kind of find them interesting because they're like kind of almost closer to what I like, sort of thing. Because they do kind of have like a guideline, and they do kind of have like gens, like, you know, Gen 1, Gen 2 and things like that. And I feel they're kind of like the in-between from like the big JP companies and then like the big indie company, right? Like V Shoujo. So they're kind of that in between. Though with Phase Connect, I feel like they're a little scary. I'm not gonna lie, but I do like some of their talents. Yeah, Tenma's cute. I like, who do I like? The one who has a crab outfit. I like that one. Pretty sure she's a Phase Connect. Sheena's her name, I think. I like Sheena. And then I think Ponko's design is really cute. Yeah. Sheena and Ponko's designs. I'm a big fan of those. Let's see. There's also... What was I looking for? Oh, I don't know what oh. That's another one of the companies. Kawaii Production or whatever. I like their talents designs. Big fan. I don't really watch any of their talents, but like their designs are pretty good. So I like that. And then I'm trying to like go through my Twitter and like find some company whatevers that I like. It's all, I just keep running into like Vispo, Hololive, Niji a little bit. Let's see. Speaking of Holo, there's all of the 3D debuts, which is pretty hype. Narissa actually released like an EP. I have not listened to it yet. I plan on it. Her 3D is going to be in 2 days, which is pretty exciting. I clicked on it. There was a trailer for her 3D whatever. Yeah, 2 days. In 2 days, so on the 9th, Narissa gets her 3D debut. And that's the other thing I really like about corporate. When they do their 3D debuts, they're really fun. I really like watching corporate 3D debuts. Like, it's cool when indies have them as well. But yeah. Oh, Prism. Yeah, Prism Project is another one of them. They became Requiem, I guess. But like, kind of indie. But yeah, Prism Project had some good ones in it. Lumi. Oh yeah, Lumi. I like Lumi for her, she's interesting. I like Lumi. She's a very interesting person. Bibu's, you guys, if you haven't watched the VODs for them, Shiori and Bibu have their 3D debuts, and they are very, very good. They are very fun. Requiem is just Gen 3. Oh, I see. I don't like know too much. I don't remember. I remember I followed some of the Prism girls, but I don't remember which ones I did follow. Who is it? Wasn't Nova? Was Nova ever corporate? I feel like Nova was corporate or something. Was she? I don't know. I don't know who she was. But I like Nova because she's a card game VTuber. I felt like she was corporate at some point, but I'm not 100% sure. Spelling Bee is my favorite stream recently. Yes, the Spelling Bee was super funny. Like, something about when Fuwawa spelled refrigerator, it was priceless. I don't know. Oh, man. And it was just so many good, funny moments. That's the other thing, too. Justice, I think, is pretty funny addition to Holo. Holo Ien, definitely a pretty good gen. I'm a big fan of Auto Fister, you know. Cecilia and Gigi are my two favorites of Holo Justice. I do think Raora is cute, and I think ERB is a bro. And I enjoy that she has collabed with the Holo Stars. Speaking of Holo Stars, I do enjoy them as well. Their 3D debut thingy recently with like the pole, the dancing, the pole dancing, I was so envious. I want to do 3D pole dancing. That sounds amazing. Like, I like what Hollow Stars, like the boys are doing. I like the content. I think it's pretty cool. I'm a big fan. Hollow Stars are pretty good. Hollow Star JP, I also am a big fan. I watch a lot of them as well. Primarily Ribeiro. Ribeiro actually was part of an inspiration to my design, actually. Ribeiro, Kanae from Niji, and then Flare from Hollow Live, right? Those three were actually the inspiration for this design, for who I am. So, Kanae had a ponytail, I have a ponytail. The kind of like fit is kind of Ribeiro-esque, and like being an elf, like a tan elf was like the Flare thing. So I'm actually a mix of those three VTubers. That's my inspiration. And those three I watched a lot of. I haven't watched Flare's lives, like her live streams lately, but I'm happy she gets clipped a lot when she's with Iris, because her and Iris play Splatoon a lot. She also, Flare gets a lot of clips because she is like an Ina fan. She's like a big Takodachi, so that's pretty cool. This will be on the test, yeah. The lore to my design is Kanae from Niji Sanji, Ribeiro from Hollow Stars, and Flare from Hollow Live. You take those three designs and you mix them together, and you can kind of get my model from that. But yeah, I think like the concept of Roberi's streams at like his little bar, which is why I wanted like this little cafe type theme, is like based off of Ribeiro. And then streaming Apex is something Kanae always did a lot. So like I was like, I want to do that too. And then like Flare and her Minecraft, I wanted to do that as well. And like back in like 2020 and whatever, I used to have like a semi-big VTuber Minecraft server actually, and I was really popular. And I did the Hololive thing. It was really fun. I did the thing where a bunch of VTubers would have their own like streams and do their own thing, and then random collabs could happen just by meeting them in the world. Like I had my own like quote unquote Hololive Minecraft server type thing, where it's just I invited a certain amount of VTubers and we were all on friendly terms, and we also like did collabs and like projects and things, and it was really fun. That is like my favorite accomplishment in VTubing, was I did the Minecraft thing I wanted to do. So like that's already off my checklist. Like I succeeded in that. And I got to collab with so many different Apex VTubers as well. Or like just people in general who play Apex, not necessarily an Apex VTuber, but like a lot of different people. And I got to also participate in a lot of different tournaments as a VTuber as well, which I'm pretty happy I got to do. With like big names in them too. Like I've been in tournaments with like Niji and VShojo like members in them already, right? And then like I also, was even in a Valorant tournament as well. Like my career of what I wanted to do as a VTuber on Twitch, I basically hit my check marks, right? So now we're transitioning to YouTube. So this is why we're just yapping today, right? So we are going to slightly get better at doing this YouTube thing. We are going to, figure out a little more. I think I am streaming again this week. When am I streaming again this week? Let me check. I just put down, I think 2 days this week. Today and tomorrow. Okay, same time. So today and tomorrow, we're just gonna go live. Tomorrow, maybe we'll do like a little bit of a game or something. I'm not really sure. But like, yeah, I got this. Thank you, Vespi. That is the plan. We are going to just do something. Also, Vespi, I have been playing around with my tablet a little bit, trying to figure things out. Trying to figure out how to use Clip Studio Paint. Not gonna lie, I don't really get it. It's a little confusing to me. But like, we're working on it. We're working on it. And then we're getting used to using that tablet. So I'll start doing a little more with that at some point. But I don't think I want to stream art at any point until maybe in the future or something. I think I don't think that is something I want to stream. but it is something that I'm trying to practice. So I want to be able to post random like shit posts that I create. That is my goal. I want to make like little chibis and stuff. I think it'll be pretty good. I'm a CSP fanatic. Okay, help. Send help. That is all. Oh man, I will figure it out at some point. And then let's see. I think I'm kind of covered the things that I wanted to cover currently. Like, yeah, no, we're pretty chilling. Like, I would read out super chats if I was monetized and getting super chats at this point. But yeah, no, I want to be able to do like these type of short streams like this, like, you know, over 30 minutes, about an hour or less than an hour, like in that range. You know, YouTube's really good for that. And then I also want to do some games, some just like random games that I just have on my Steam, potentially even in like, I don't know, like a series or something. Yes, I will send you questions or even sit in a call, because like I want to learn this. I want to know what I'm doing. Like if I think it's like, so like the only art program I ever got used to using, and this is with a mouse, right? And I don't even like draw or anything in it. Like I make shit posts in like Psy, like Paint Tool Psy. So like all of my keybind like knowledge and stuff is in that program, not in Clip Studio. But I want to learn Clip Studio for actual drawing. But like all of my keybind like muscle memory is so off, so I have no clue what I'm doing in Clip Studio. Like I just don't know any of the buttons or what anything does. Everything's just kind of like, I have no clue. It's just a lot. so I will definitely bug you about that. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. We got to yap a bunch. So I will go to my little ending screen, because now I can use this little ending screen. Let's go over to that. Actually, wait, before I go to the ending screen, I just want to show off this toggle that I got. I've shown it off before, but like, look at this toggle. I love this. I could do the little Freerin face. And my face gets round too when I click on it. And I lose my nose. I love it. It's just a good elf face. So yeah, there was that. I really like that toggle. Alright. Thank you guys for stopping by to hear me yap a little bit. I wanted to use my model today. I charged up my iPhone a little bit. Kind of. It kind of like... So like, that's the other thing. This phone is like water damaged. So like, it kind of sucks. And it doesn't work as well as it used to work. So like, for tracking on it, it's a little like funky a little bit. So I kind of need to get a new phone for this at some point. But yeah. Otsu, everyone, thank you for stopping by. Let's go over to our ending screen. And do this. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the super chats, the follows, like, comment, and subscribe. Exclamation throne. I do have a throne. I just don't have any YouTube commands. I should probably get a bot to work on YouTube as well. Figure that one out. Check out my coffee. If anyone's going to Anime NYC this year, I will be going. I'll be buying my ticket literally on Saturday. Even though it's like 2 weeks away, I will be going to Anime NYC. We'll talk about that tomorrow more. And yeah. Thank you everybody. Thank you VOD watchers. Thank you people who are currently here. We'll go live again tomorrow, same time. Goodbye, goodbye.